Alright. If you'll give me a moment. Oh. I can change that in here. Give me a second. I'll start lowering it. Hopefully that'll be good. I also have to set up my mouse. Would probably be a good idea. Oh, you know it would also probably help? Dropping to the right configuration as well. Hopefully the thing... Oh my. Why is that so loud? Oh. It's probably because it hasn't been applied yet. Or it's just super loud for some reason. I have no idea. Why is it so loud? Wow. The music is so loud, I didn't even realize. Oh, good to know now. Alright. Though you might want to restart something. If that means the game, I'd be happy to do that for a second. And then we can start up. I'll probably open up the game in a second to the new character, because technically opening it up will be slight spoiler, just very slight. I think it tells you, I think it gives you an icon of like the last, like it has like a show of like the last area you were in, and it still has my save file. So, you know, that'll kind of spoil it a teensy bit. Just a teensy bit. Hopefully you're able to hear me. I have been fiddling with the settings. Hopefully the game's not too loud too. And, I need to reopen this because I want this to sit in a spot where I can stare at it sometimes. But yeah, alright. I'd say we go into the game now. I'm gonna open it up, and then pressing this button should change it. And it didn't change it. Why didn't it change it? Oh, hold on. Why didn't it change it? Did it not set it up? It could have not been set up. But I saw it like it was set up. Yeah. Is the macro? I thought I set up the macro too. Maybe... Hold on. Maybe the global shortcut didn't change it. It should have, and then the macros should be set on the keyboard. They are. And last I checked, I set up the macros key. Oh, you know what it could be? Hold on. Oh, crap. You know what I think it is? I think I need to set up some macro. I need the macro thing, I think. Razor. Macro. Razor Synapse, go to macro. There is no macro. How do I get you? Add macro back. Install and restart, please. That's why it's not working. Because it's not reading the macros right. I'm very sorry this is taking so much time, but I do want my macros. Oh yeah, you know, I can't check that until it downloads. So we'll open up the game real quick then. I can do that on the sideline. Maybe when we get a break. You. New character. Because I can't open on the menu. Maybe it doesn't care where you were. Hello? You followed now? I thought you were following for a while. Weird. I see how it is. Alright, so I guess that means I have to click it. Oh, I see. I've been booped. Alright. Oh, you subscribed to my YouTube. I forgot. I believe that is connected here. Oh, you were following on YouTube. You were subscribed on YouTube. I see. He shall be named the Soul of Death if the game lets me. It does not let me. His name shall be Soul of Death. And it's not detecting the game. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Let's change that, hopefully. No, don't capture Steam, please. What? It shouldn't be. It doesn't... There technically shouldn't. I have the settings down on the game. What? What do you mean? What's worse is it won't show it, so I can't just go, oh hey. Come on. It's not, you know what? You. Capture, not you. Capture you. Why not? Come on. There we go. What do you mean? Look at how quiet it is. What do you mean it's louder than me? To be fair, I have filters on. Game being louder than me. Is it still louder than me somehow, even though on here it says it isn't? Crap. Where do I move that? I forget whether... I will figure out where to move that. I'll move that down here. What? Why? Why would I have to change it on here? Because then it can mess up the audio that way, though. Changing it here can mess it up on the audio. Well, you can barely... Maybe it's because you have it too loud on your end. Because I usually have it... A lot of people are usually a lot quieter. People are usually quieter than they're quite quiet compared to mine. So I have my settings usually up. People usually try and stay away from the red, but I have it still closer to the red. But I also have I have some filters that keep me just barely out of the red on the audio bar. So it hopefully makes it crisp. Alright, do I have my macro? Can I immediately use my macro? Yes, I can. Sorry for the incident blur. Give me a second here. Let's move that back and let's get rid of you. Keep you there. Well, now I know that's working properly. I guess I technically still need Nightbot. Dang it, that means now it's gonna be... here. Let's favorite that. and then go to add to chat, and it's already in here. That means I can close it perhaps, but I couldn't hear what you were saying over the audio for a bit. So yeah, that could happen. Alright. Wrong thing. I need you. And then I need testing. Screw you. Oh, you're joking. Of course it wants you to log in via that. Well, I will do that so I don't have to have Twitch open, hopefully. Give me another second. I'm very sorry. I did not prepare for this at all. I just wanted to do it, and then I was gonna do it, and then I forgot to prepare certain things. To be fair, it's a full-on whim as to why I'm playing this game right now. Crap. So what you're telling me is, no, wrong. I need to go to the right page and do this. Go here. Do that. Go here. Grab this. Go here. Do that. Log in. They're sending me a text for some reason. The phone is in my pocket. I don't tell you the code. I say it internally. And then I log in. Torchlight's frozen on the capture. Well, that's intentional because it's not moving. It's only while it's open. It auto stops. It just goes that way, really. Let me get rid of the email real quick. And alright, now we can start. So here's the character we won't be seeing for a while. Well, technically. Actually, what's his name? Oh, that's awkward. Oh no, it is 100% when you tab out. It's how this game runs. So this game will auto-pause. Essentially. It'll auto-pause when you tab out. You straight up can't do that. Alright. Now to see if I can change it to be the way I want it to be. Can I now change it to that? Keep this open and press the wrong button. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. I think that... Yes. Good. So now it's on capture any full screen. And since it already detected it as a thing, I can go back to capture in full screen. Okay. Alright. I don't know how this is actually going to play out. We're going to find out together. Alright. Now for the real fun. Now to actually play the game. And set up my water, because I didn't do that while I was setting up everything else. Unfortunately, I gotta make sure. I'm still thinking on a thing. Most I can say is, someone reached out to me. That's it. All I'm allowed to say right now. Really. They make me using the other products I currently have right now a bit harder, but I paid for this stuff way before. Alright, I may edit the VOD to have a skip to time frame here if you want actual gameplay. Alright. Shake up thing. And last I checked, I should have it. I need to double check every time. Mouse should be correct. Yes, it's set to the thing. Oh wait, hold on. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It is. Okay. So, I've played this game so much that I activated, I set key binding for my actual key, my actual mouse. So I will technically be able to do everything just with my... I keep pressing the wrong button. One day I'll get used to this again. Maybe it's because it reopened that. Maybe I'll just move that all the way to the back. Alright, now we'll actually play. So, this is Torchlight. Torchlight is a Diablo clone. With a good similar gameplay. A lot of different names for stuff, but it's still a fun game. And it was one of the games that I had downloaded because I had to re-download a bunch of games onto this new computer. So hopefully the streams will be a lot better, one thing. But I am unable to capture stuff on my Xbox. So I have to not... I can't play those anymore. Which sucks a lot, but... Anywho, we're gonna create a new character. Now, the problem is, I don't know what I actually want to use. I feel like I just want to go back to Alchemist, but go as a different type of Alchemist. Maybe. Focus less on using my alchemy as a mixed attacker, and go more for, like, more of a specific thing. I'm not sure. It will probably, I don't know. Also, in this game, you can't change your gender. Which does, you want to be the pet? Sure. Also, you can't change the dog's look in this game. In the sequel, you can. You can change your gender, and you can change your pet's design as well. But no, unfortunately, you can't really change much. What'll make this different? I think the fact that we have the DE is gonna make it different. But the question is... So, Destroyer has more melee combat-oriented skills. But they do also have guaranteed skills you can apply into. Like, being, like, better at... like increasing your melee damage, your gun damage, your weapon damage, and your magic. But they also have their own specific skills. So Destroyer is melee oriented, close quarters. Vanquisher is the range oriented. Okay, so you know what? We'll just go with their names. Excels at melee combat and channels the power of his ancestors to smite his foes. So he's very much more of a close range magic user. I believe all of them use magic, but they use magic in different ways. Vanquisher, expert marksman who uses traps to confuse and debilitate her foes. Yes. But very much Alchemist is definitely an in-between. So it's very good to use magic weapons with the Alchemist. But magic isn't just ranged or melee, because you can get weapons that deal both. You just have to get lucky on it. And everyone can learn spells if I recall correctly. Because Yeah, she does not. Well, outfits change based on what you wear, so you have different armor pieces. And I actually think there is no armor. You don't get any starting armor, I don't think. So you actually have to go and get stuff. I feel like out of all of them, I'd probably be an alchemist using melee and range. I'll probably focus more in on the magic at the beginning. But then, eventually, it will just go down to using minions. Because as you see, Ember to attack from afar and summon minions. Yeah. Yeah. So I believe you technically only get a sword. You only get the melee weapon. The starting weapon is your melee weapon, I think. You might get like a pair of shoes, but the physical look of your character is this. As you saw, my other character is an alchemist, and he is quite different from this guy in looks because of how much armor he has. Yeah, no. Nothing on is not cool. But then you look at the Vanquisher, or not Vanquisher, Destroyer, and it's almost the same thing. To be fair, he's wearing less. Actually, no, he might technically be wearing more because he's wearing pants. All right. Well, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna choose the Alchemist because he's the one I'm most familiar with. And there are a lot of weapons in this game, and, you know, RNG drop can give you a lot of good things. So let's go in, now that we're like 30 minutes in. I'm going to play on normal, because I already have a hard time in normal mode at where I'm at, so eventually it is going to become difficult. I prefer playing on normal anyways, because I'd rather not scream at the same enemy constantly. Alright, so hopefully...
There is the essence of magic and the keystone of my art. For my kind, Torchlight is a beacon, a place of power, the largest cache of ember ever found. I had heard nothing of the troubles afflicting that place. I came only to serve my own ends, but I was lost as soon as I set foot in Torchlight. The evil gathering there swallowed me, and I may never break free of it entirely. The mines are dark, and below that, the blackness is impossible to describe. There is power beyond imagining, but the price is so very high.
I see. Welcome to Torchlight. I already know how to play, but we're gonna keep the lights, tooltips on, because it is helpful. So, this is Diablo clone, so you already know most things. That's inventory. Maybe I should carry the tooltips, because it is gonna open up everything. Strength, dexterity, magic, and defense. See, our melee weapon is just not strength. It is also magic, so we can increase our melee weapon with magic. We currently have Ember Bolt and nothing else. So yeah, in the battle, what I was talking about before, in the battle, these have different places. So in here, if I recall... thanks, dogs. I believe when you're a different character, you have a different main placement of things. I think there's like, oh. Is it somewhere? I thought it would be around here. Because it's not just martial weapons. I think it is. In this slot, I think it will have a different expertise. I'm not sure. I thought it would. Maybe I'm thinking of a different place. Yeah, I think they're in different placements. I think the expertise is in different places, depending on what you're using. And so, since I use magic weapons, I think in my arcane skills, I think it... I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if the stuff is different levels, or if it... I think I've only played Vanquisher, and I've only played Vanquisher very little as well. Sorry, I tabbed out of the game, looking at stuff, and then realized I tabbed out of the other thing. Anywho, yes. So there are multiple things that we will get into. First off, we have quests. Monsters are attacking, disturbing my work. Vesmans, Scholar of Ember, traveled to Torchlight to study in the vast supply of Ember below, but these creatures make it impossible to obtain the samples I need. Perhaps you have more courage than these miners. If you brave the tunnels and bring me a sample of gleaming Ember, I will reward you well. Should not be difficult. Look for the Ember on the first floor of the mine. We will get an item for doing so, too. I cannot concentrate with these monsters about. If you have items combined, you'll have to come back another time. Of course!
Hello there.
Let me guess, you can't concentrate because you have
Hiya.
monsters about. Cool. You packed up. I like how of all the people, the merchant is the only dude doing stuff. So fun fact, this is the shared stash. This stuff is way out of our league right now. And then we have our own stash right here, which is our personal stash. More importantly, we have things to murder. Right click, you use your magic, or whatever it is.
Brink, over here! I can't hold them back much longer.
You all right, Syl? Rest here a while. I'm going ahead to finish the job.
Good for you, almost sounds like. Uh-oh. Nicolas Cage. Anywho, left attack,
No wonder
melee,
Master Ulrich sent for
left
my
click,
help.
melee.
The Ember mines are overrun with these creatures. His letter was urgent, but I had no idea how dire things had become. I am Syl, and that was my companion, Brink. We've only just arrived in Torchlight, and it looks like we're going to need some help. You look capable, and I can pay you well. Please, catch up to Brink before he gets himself killed.
Money? No. Okay, also, depending on the weapon you have, if you have like a wand or a like pistol or other type of gun, like a rifle or bow, if you hold shift, you'll do a stationary move, a stationary attack, and then also same with holding shift will also point you in the direction you want to be. And then also if you press right trigger, you'll do your magic in that direction. So it's good for being able to attack a specific enemy, because if you hover over an enemy, you will attack them. Also noted, while hovering over an enemy and using your magic or your weapons, you will aim only at that enemy and only hit that enemy. Correction. It will go towards that enemy. So say you have a beam attack, it will shoot through any enemies in between them, but you will not be able to move without it. So if you start it with shift, not on an enemy, with a beam attack, you can start, spinning around and attacking different enemies. If you click on an enemy specifically, you will be doing the magic to that enemy. I think actually in this game it does not hit through enemies unless you activate it not on an enemy. Kind of weird, but it's still kind of cool. I wonder, have they opened up their shops yet? I never actually checked, because normally I go in and fight. Cool. Another added thing. We're going to want to go down here occasionally. Oh. I guess he doesn't exist yet. Well, I didn't know that he wasn't there yet. I guess once the town is, fixed up, we'll be able to do that. Hopefully we can get another weapon. Also, what I do is get rid of these. Also, I have a MMO mouse, so I can use all the buttons. I can also, if I go into inventory, swap weapons on my mouse, so I don't have to deal with it. I also have a button that changes tab. And then I also, I think, what's that button? What is that button? Oh. Okay. I was pressing the wrong button, so the noise that was being made was somewhere else. It was the... I'm gonna move you over. Put you at the end. So the button I was actually using was a different button. So if you press tab, which I don't have to do, you can swap between your magics, and then W, which I don't use that often. I don't use it as often as I use this, but you can swap between weapons. You can have up to 4 weapons depending on if it's a one-handed weapon or not. You can also have a shield instead of a second weapon, which can still be good. As I said, you start with nothing. Well, you start with something. You start with a melee weapon. If you're the Vanquisher, you start with the bow. If you're the Berserker, you start with the sword. You get 2 health potions, 2 mana potions, 2 town portal scrolls, which will teleport you. Yep, defense versus offense. Town portal scroll, I believe, will teleport you like here or here. No, I think it teleports you to like right here. Obviously, this will be fixed up a bit, but more importantly, it'll teleport you like right here. And then you can go into town and do stuff. Identify scrolls, identify items. There is a spell that will identify items for you, but you have to find one. Note. Eventually we'll find blacksmith. He'll have weapons and armor. Merchant can have almost anything. Merchant can have... Nope. Merchant can have just healing items, it seems.
Good luck to you.
Traya will have magic. I believe magic items as well. Like, or magic infused items, I think. I think she has rings. Yep, she has rings, she has amulets, and then she has magic. Which we won't be able to buy for a while. Weapons, she has arcane weapons, really. So all of these different things, and she doesn't carry any armor.
Bye.
He, as he said, will enchant items. He will combine items that will be useful later. The reward for this guy, I believe, gives you a gem, and gems can be combined into a greater gem. Not a greater gem. I think there is a greater gem that it's called. I'm not sure. But you can combine them and upgrade them. I don't know if you can combine weapons and upgrade them that way. But let's go on to murdering things. Also, how do I delete you? I believe you just click on... No. Is it just delete? How do I delete you? There's a way to delete them. You know what? I'll just have them all be the exact same thing, because I don't care at the current moment. Alright, more importantly, let me go turn on a setting that may be off.
I've arrived in Torchlight and begun my exploration of the tunnels below. These mines are vast and aglow with ember. I've never seen so rich a vein. Miners labor to extract it and take no heed of my warnings. I cannot blame them. I, too, could not resist the pull of ember. This ember is the same as that which afflicts me. The taint within it resonates with the corruption in my bones. I can feel it so clearly now. Blight springs from the depths and flows up through the veins. To purge myself of this evil, I must find the source.
You know what? That's actually a good spot for this to be, right up here. Because the map is up here. Sorry, you can't see it right now. The map is up here. Hold on. Do that. The map is up here. Leica's over here. And then your mini-map is right down here. So having it up here, there's nothing that goes here other than like objects and stuff. How do I turn that on? You! There we go. So now it'll always highlight items, which is a very good feature. Why, you shush. You're both here. You're here and you're over there. Anywho, yeah, watch out. Barrels can have, traps in... things on the ground can have traps in them. Usually, it's a, like a barrel or a chest will have traps in it. Obviously, a TNT barrel will blow up. Use your magic on it. As I said, a barrel might have one. Currently, we only have a melee weapon, so it'd be smarter to just... Oh, so another thing, I believe glancing blow is like... essentially is like the RNG of like kind of missing. I think you'll deal less damage because it glances by you. It'll deal less damage because it essentially glances by them. And then there is a critical hit, which I believe in the magic section, was it? Oh, right here. Critical strikes. Increase chance and improves the damage of all critical strikes. I don't know the exact math on how it calculates it, because it literally says +1 critical hit chance, which is just a +1. It's not a percentage. Fun fact, going this way is actually, there's nothing else here. There's just some people here. Hey, it's a miner! These tunnels are rich with veins of ember. You can see it gleaming everywhere. I'll make a fortune. Good for you. So, as you pick up an item, if you do not have a slot for it, you will immediately equip it. A frost scepter, I believe. Yes, that is a ranged weapon. So, I can equip that. And now I can swap between these, so now I don't have to waste magic. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was a trap for a second, and it wasn't. So now I can swap between a ranged magic weapon and a close quarters magic weapon. And as I said, when you get a piece of armor that you don't already have a slot for, it will force you to equip it. It makes sense. It's actually pretty cool that it does it automatically and you don't have to do it manually. Hi. Alright, also, I'm very sorry that I hadn't streamed for a while and I hadn't made content for a while. First, it was, I wanted to take a break. Yep, these poor kobolds. Actually, did I go the correct way? I might have gone the correct way. Hold on. If we press... Nope, they're ratlins. You! The auto map! I pressed the quest button. That is an auto map, actually. You can change the view of it to be like this, which I normally have. But for the sake of not having it in the middle of the screen for you guys, I will set it up here. Normally, I will check it just in case I want to go back for something. Like right now, I want to go back to this door. Because usually, if it's the required path, you usually have a lot of stringing pathways that go off of it. Usually you don't just go in one direction for a super long time. So obviously I believe that direction is the way forward. We're probably going to use the ranged weapon for quite some time. Ooh, a plunger. Yeah, just guess what that does. See, this is like a... Oh, yeah. Also, there is projectiles, as you see. Actually, I think the melee weapons shoot projectiles, but I think the guns and bow type weapons are hit scans. Kind of. So once you shoot, it'll shoot. But this has an actual projectile tied to it. And as I said before, you can shoot one. There's also different speeds at which the weapons will be. Vakarlan. Varkoilan. Man, he was just going around. I like how there's just a bunch of gold here. Alright, we need to watch out, because this chest could be trapped. It was not trapped. Ooh, a ring! So if we find a ring, ooh, an unidentified magic item, as I was about to say, you can identify it. Oh, I can't wear the boots. Damn. I'm also not high enough level for the boots nor the club. The wobbly hatchet and the unidentified ring could also require a higher level. Let's use an identify on that ring. I probably won't use the club. So to use it, you have to, I believe, right-click?
Not possible.
No. You have to left-click on the item once you right-click on the scroll. Good. Alright. We get extra fire damage, we get ice resistance, and fire resistance. Also importantly, you can equip your dog with 3... You can equip your animal friend with 2 slots of rings, an amulet slot, and they can learn 2 spells, which is nice. I usually put defensive spells on the animal. Also, you can give them fish. You'll find out what that does later. Now the question is, do I want the extra fire damage, or do I give the fire damage? Because I think if I think about it, I don't think you'll actually gain any damage from it. Because you don't deal fire damage. Unless you had a spell that made your melee attacks fire damage. The resistances would be good for the pet, for Laika. For a good girl. But the damage I'd actually be able to use. Although sadly this is a frost scepter, so it's not actually gaining any extra damage. So if I get a fire weapon, then it would be good. So I think I will give the ring to Laika. Hey! To be fair, I found it in a dungeon. And I didn't have to pay for it. So it was very easy to get. It was also in a chest. So it's been around there for long. So why I have it... Okay, so yeah, you can open up your stuff right here. So you can actually open stuff up. Funny enough, yeah, inventory, character list, skills, journal. P for pet sheet. Quest, automap, options. That doesn't make it more appealing. Well, deal with it. I'm the one in charge here right now. Anywho, yeah, so you just click on these to activate stuff. You can also pause completely and hit play from here, which I never use. As I said, you could do it. You can actually change what you attack with. So you can actually use a spell instead of a melee attack. So instead of a weapon attack, you could just do a spell attack. Very interesting. I normally wouldn't do that. It is awkward when you do it by accident. Oh, wait a second. Do I remember the button? Oh, do I remember the button? There is a button to get rid of stuff. I'm trying to remember it. There is a button. I think in the next game, you actually can just click on a thing. But I don't know if you can just get rid of it in this one. I think you can? I'm not sure. I know in the next game, it just has an icon you can click. which I'll probably stream after I somehow beat this one. Let's go this way first. And it's a barrel. Ooh, there's the item. The Gleaming Ember. So now I can use the town portal to go back to Dudeface McGee and go and do it. Let's go back this way a little bit. I believe actually that guy we can't attack at all because he's down just in a spot we can't attack him in. Notice we can hover over other enemies, but we can't hover over him and see what he is. Level up! You can guess what that means. So, leveling up, you have 5 stat points you get every level up. There's also a bonus feature. Where is it? Fame! You get fame by doing quests and stuff. Each tier of fame you get, you actually get an increase in your skill, which is cool. Also, yes, ranged magic weapon does require dexterity. And a melee magic weapon does do strength, but you do increase it a lot more with magic, I think. I'm not sure. I think it depends on the weapon. I think the staffs are very much a combo of strength and magic, but I think you do increase it more with your... I don't know. I know the more magic attacks you have, you can increase the magic damage better. I think if it's a physical melee weapon, it increases it better. But if it's a like magic weapon, then you will increase your magic dealing on it. I'm not exactly sure. Defense is armor, how much damage your armor absorbs, and then that also calculates into another thing, and then obviously melee. Yep, melee damage by a direct percentage, range damage by a direct percentage, elemental damage by a direct percentage, and then damage your armor absorbs by a direct percentage. Okay, what do we want to upgrade? We can get another imp, which we can summon from corpses. We can increase our Ember Bolt. We can increase our magic weapon expertise. Or we can get Ember Shock, which is essentially melee damage. A Gauntlet Overload delivers a devastating charge to a single target. Power diffuses into nearby foes for lesser damage. Armor Expertise, Mastery of all armor forms, 1 less armor equipment requirement, and 14% more armor, which would be good for a mage. Because they already have problems with armor. They're usually weaker. Also, these are our resistances to stuff. There are only 4 main resistances. 4 main elements in this game. I think in the second game, there's a bit more to it. So, the Ember attacks pretty much only go in 4 ways, and then there's the physical damage, which is tied to normal armor as well. So, if you have resistance, it'll absorb the damage differently in combo with your resistances. I'm thinking I'll probably get magic weapon first. Either magic weapon or another imp, and then magic weapon, and then expertise. To be fair, Ember Shock isn't that good. I don't recommend it. I think there's a way to respec. I'm not sure. I think that's later. I think later on. Also, you can't go back on an upgrade once you do it. So I'm probably going to go with a bit of defense, a bit of magic. You know what? I'll go with defense and then 1 of everything. And then slowly in the future, I'll start going up based on like what type of equipment. If I can get a very good weapon, I will put more into that stat to get like a good weapon or a good piece of armor that I find. Because you will find good armor. You will find good armor in this game. Also, whenever you pause and open up this menu... Oh, yeah, I was supposed to do that. I'm gonna get... Yeah, I'm gonna get Nether Imp. So, with Nether Imp, I can replace... I'll put it here. So, if I press 5, I will summon a cloud of death. Where's the bodies? Is there a body here? I think there is. I hope it didn't despawn. I think it despawned. Okay, well, let's go murder somebody. You! Perfect target. You didn't leave a corpse.
My mana is low.
I am now out of mana. Mana will slowly regenerate. You can upgrade how fast it regenerates. Now we have another imp who works on our side. So, as the alchemist, you do this. Hey, look, that other place we were in. Gotta slay all the spiders for like a... Alright, let's get rid of that. Might as well. Luckily, we probably won't be using as much magic. I'll probably save a lot of my magic for the boss. Health also doesn't regenerate. So, use your potions when you're low. They're over 4 seconds, so it'll heal 100 health in a second. So it's very good healing. The healing of this is very good. There's also another type of healing. You can use healing magic, which I think will be instantaneous. It'll be either instantaneous or it's lesser than the thing, because they're tied to spells, which is a different thing entirely from normal like magic. Like, these are normal like skill magic, but then there's the spell, which we'll eventually get. More importantly, let's go to town. So that would be this here. And then we right click, and now there's a town portal. And if we use this portal to go into here, we are now in town. And so yeah, Syl went here, and then our friend Trillbot is right here. He has a quest for us. I am the greatest bard. Trill, you're a bard? Interesting. That's the problem. Perhaps you've heard of me? No, that's the problem, really. Despite my astonishing talent, word of my ascendancy has not yet spread among the masses. My ability is beyond question, but perhaps I have not yet found a tale truly worth telling. Perhaps your heroic deeds will inspire me. A beast known as Varkasir, which is probably a Varkalin, has emerged at night to prowl about Torchlight. He is said to be a bat-like creature with great power. His lair is said to be on the 3rd floor of the mine. Slay him and I will immortalize your battle with in verse. And he will give us an item. Hopefully we'll be able to equip it by then. Let's take that and let's go and retrieve our for the Ember Scholar, let's retrieve our item. See, an Adept Chaos Gem, which is a socketable item. Aha! I see you found the Gleaming Ember. That wasn't too much trouble. Here's your reward. There's a fine, clear piece, but still there is something odd about it. All the Ember from Torchlight seems to have a special quality. Well, I soon understand it better. We gain 360 fame, and we get another quest. Ember is the essence of magic, and it assumes aspects of its environment. That is why Ember from different locations can appear and behave differently. Completely differently. I've heard of a vast necropolis buried below the mines. Deathlands Ember can sometimes be found in such place. Studying such a rare type of Ember is a long-held dream of mine. You'll bring me any you find, won't? So we will find Deathlands Ember, and we will gain access to a mysterious map scroll, which will probably have items.
You have begun a new quest.
So, that Chaos Gem can be used in a socketable thing. Sadly, we don't have one. So, it doesn't matter to us. We can't even use it. So, for smarts, let's put on the boots. If you put it in any slot that isn't the same one, it'll just go in anyway. Let's just put that away for now. Fun fact, we won't be able to, wait, we can do it. So if we go over, oh, not these guys. This guy will sell unidentified magical items. They can be completely random. The more expensive it is, though, it can also be worth it. But sometimes it isn't. These guys are what I was thinking of. Gorn and Girl. So, if you destroy the item, you recover the gem inside of it. But if you destroy the gem, you recover the socketed item. So if a gem is worth more than the item it's in, you would probably want to get that gem back. Or if you just want the gem back entirely. If the gem doesn't matter as much, like it's a low-level gem, then maybe you'll want to get the socketed item back if you want the socketed item back. I probably won't use this too often. I usually put it in more useful items. Hopefully I don't put it in an item that's a very rare item, because there are very rare items. Spoiler? No. Do I not have? I probably don't have one here. I do have one. Berserker Spike. This is a part of a set. So this is a pretty good item to have in tow. Actually, we could get the homunculus Baltiz if we got our defense up to 11. Once we hit level 6, we'll be able to wear that. That's very good. Maybe we will look into that, because some of these are lower level, because this was like forever ago. Also, it has a socketed item that gives health, which is probably why I kept it. Oh, hey, you can almost get that, too. Some of these weapons are hilarious. So, we'll get to these guys once we can use them. Actually, we could level up and be able to use the shovel. But we don't deal as much damage with it because it's mainly strength-based. More importantly, if you return to dungeons via this teleportation, you will go back to the place you wanted to be. He's still not here. Of course not. Why would he? Ah, child! Get away from me! Also, our nether imp follows us until he dies. Alright, to the dungeon! And down the stairs! Also, I don't know if we can kill this guy. I don't think we can kill this little rat thing. I think, depending on the thing, I think there's like tiny spiders you can step on and kill. Apparently you can't step on and kill this rat. Did I push it? I think it's colliding with me. It looks like it's colliding with me. Anywho, more importantly, let's continue on. We've barely done anything. Let's keep trying to murder things. Actually, it might be better to hit melee. Also, if you swing on an enemy that's dead, well, they're already dead, so you'll do nothing. Let's use all of our magic on them. I believe the more you level up your magic, I believe eventually with this attack you will gain another bolt if you increase it high enough.
You have gained in experience.
Dang, that was fast. Well, let's yeah, if we use 4 of our defense, I can immediately use that scout shovel. Which is cool. Actually, wasn't it like I needed like 14 defense and then level 6 to use that homunculus item? I think I did need 14 defense, which I could do. I could do that. Considering it's 3rd level, I could probably already do that soon. Since we're an alchemist, our defense is quite smaller. I believe the berserker has more strength, dexterity, and I think strength and defense is like his higher stat. The vanquisher, I think, has higher strength and dexterity. And then it seems that the alchemist had higher magic out of everything. I think one stat is increased, and then in the next game, I think there's an extra... Yeah, there's an extra class that you can choose. And also more, you can also change genders and change your looks. You can do a lot more stuff in the next game. I increased it by 2. Definitely want to increase my magic. And it would probably be a good idea to increase my strength and my dexterity. We'll probably be doing that a lot, just because we have low defense anyway, and our magic is already pretty high. But yeah, yeah, I think I'm probably either gonna go with armor expertise or magic weapon expertise. Once we hit every 5th level, we gain the next tier, all the way up to level 25, where we will hit the cap of what we can, like, what options we have to choose from. In the next game, I believe there's another tier. I'm not sure. I don't know how many things are in the next game. I haven't played in a long time. Eventually I will. Currently I don't have it installed because, as I said before, I needed to re-download everything. Maybe let's go with armor expertise, because I'm probably not going to get Ember Shock ever. Really, I have hardly any reason to do so. So what it means by the Ember Shock and then doing power diffuses into nearby enemies, so it pretty much lowers it by a lot, but it still does extra damage to other enemies. It also has a 100% chance to stun for 4 seconds. Cool. So maybe that's where the skill is good, is because you can stun like a bigger enemy and then shoot off onto other enemies. Have them stunned for a bit. I believe every time you level it up, all of these increase. I point as if you can see. Well, I can't hover over it and look at it. So as you can see, like weapon damage, your main weapon damage, your main electrical damage, main chance of stun, and then the secondary effect will also upgrade too. So it could be a good skill to use, but it is very situational. I didn't like using it as much as others, but as you increase that, it would probably be even better with the 100% chance to stun. For 4 seconds, that's still good amount of time to attack other enemies. So you can get rid of a heavy player, you can. But I feel like for right now, I want defense, because you do get hit hard eventually. You get hit hard with your damage. Alright, back to murder. I discovered a socketable item, even though I already discovered a socketable item. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. If you pick one up off the ground, it causes the tutorial, but if you get the one from the dude, it doesn't cause the tutorial. It's kind of weird. I think in the second game, I wish these would get remade. It would be cool. It would be cool to see these games again in a big light, if they could just do a remaster, like fix any bugs that are in this game and like fix up the visuals a bit. Maybe add a few extra like areas that reference new things. That would be cool. I would like that. Nothing too fancy, just like, oh hey, I want a few I want stuff to look better. It would make things look cool, and then just, you know, like add some Easter eggs. Easter eggs would be amazing. Well, looks like this is a one-way ticket. Oh, also sometimes you can just completely miss an enemy. Magic has a ooh, unidentified ring again. Magic has a limit to its range. If you aim at an enemy upward, you can sometimes miss them. And a weapon also has the effect. A weapon, the ranged weapons and the magic spells have a different, like, it'll hit an object that's in the way, is what I'm trying to get at. The Shadow Recluse. Holy crap, there's a lot of things here. Cool. I pressed the wrong button. Did I already use that? What is happening? Uh-oh. There we go. I think my mouse was messed up a bit. This mouse is somewhat old, so I feel like some of it's wiring, because I've used it a lot. I think some of like the connection isn't as good, so sometimes it'll just completely miss when I'm pressing a button. I think it's straight up tied to it just being old. I don't know if there's kobolds in this game. Ooh, there's another thing to explode. I feel like we'll go to... let's go check this out. What's our auto map looking like? Holy... Uh-oh, there's a boss right there. Well, hopefully that... How are you doing, Leica? You're alive. Good. Hey, I should get rid of these extra guys so we can focus on the boss. Doesn't not flee. Extra strong. And we picked up something. Let's kill this guy and open up the wrong inventory. So, you will see me throwing stuff at Leica, whether she wants it or not. Sorry, hun. Ooh, that could be a bit of boot. Because in... wrong button. Right up here, you can send your pet to town to sell their inventory contents. So if they don't have anything equipped, if they have anything in their inventory slots, they will go and drop them off and sell them. If they have fish in their inventory, they may eat it. They won't use spells unless you physically drag a spell up to learn it, and then they will use the spell. And yeah, equipment they won't wear. I'm sorry, okay? You are good inventory usage, and I can send you to the town to sell stuff, so I don't have to go to town myself. It's a convenience feature. And you'll hear something that I've played with Leica games a lot, and I've occasionally said a thing, and it comes from these games. It comes from Torchlight 2, I think. I referenced that voice a bit more, like the announcer for the second game, I think. I don't know if it's the same announcer. That's my main problem, is I don't know if it's the same person. Ooh, better armor. Sweet. I'm sorry they made the pet the one to go to town. Fire damage and electrical resistance. Do you not already have electrical resistance? You do not. So that might be another good ring to give you. We will get better rings. I know that for a fact, because I think I had a ring that I had used for like 10 levels or something like that. Or like 10 floors or something. It was a very good ring. I think it had a lot, of different effects on it. That's why I had the homunculus. I had the homunculus for so long, I think, because it was such a good piece of equipment. So same thing with this one. Same thing with like one of the rings I had. It was a very good ring. Also, certain items will have attribute increasing effects. If it is a weapon that has a attribute increase, only while you're wielding the weapon, you can use that. So, problematically, if you swap weapons and one doesn't have that attribute bonus, if the piece of equipment requires that attribute amount, you will take it off automatically. The game, it does detect that. It is kind of annoying. So, yeah. You have to have the requirements met in order to use an item. Alright, I think I'm gonna wear this until I get a better one. And until I can get you another good one, too. Although, how much gold do we have? We have 740. I don't think we'll be able to afford any spells. Ah! Like oh, yeah. So, another thing I can talk to you about, you can set them to a passive stance. If you're set to a passive stance, oh, hey, we can revive our dude. Our dude died. So I can resummon him. Yeah, so as I said, the Nether Imp, when he dies, he will die. We can upgrade the Nether Imp to level 2 and get 2 Nether Imps. I think it'll also... Doesn't it say more than that? Or is that the next level? I think that's the next level afterwards. I think the level after that, it'll increase it. Passive stance. Yes. Passive stance, the pet won't attack. Defensive stance will defend you. And aggressive stance will attack. So the pet will go out of their way to attack if you're there and attack. If they're passive, they won't attack at all. And if they are defensive, then they will attack as you get attacked and as enemies get close to you. This now seems like the required path, so I'm gonna go the other direction because I feel like it might have been cornered off at one point. Also, I think unfortunately I can't change some settings I would like to have non-active. Oh yeah, there was a plunger here which could give me an item. To be fair, I will do that often. I will attack an explosive barrel. Do watch out. I do forget sometimes. Oh man, it didn't even hurt him. He just stared at it. Ooh, even more gold. Let's see what's in this chest. It could be trapped. Usually it'll make a sound if it's trapped. Of course, the shoulder. Move you there. So see how these are cracked? So these are cracked gems. Any identical gems, transmute any 2 identical gems to get 1 of the next higher grade. You can upgrade them. That's why you should hold on to them. I don't know the maximum level for each gem, but they can get pretty good. As you see on a socketed item, if it's a weapon, it'll deal 3 extra ice damage. And in armor or trinket, it will deal 2, it'll have 2 ice resistance. That depends on the gem too. This one will have fire-based stuff because it's a fire one. This one's a cold ember. This one's a fire ember. Let's find out if I can wear these shoulders. Yes, I can. And I get a bonus in mana. Oh, so I got a bit extra mana. Even though I probably won't be using mana as much on the early bits. Because it'll mostly be me summoning an ally. The Alchemist with its minions is very good. We'll probably get a spell too. Eventually that'll summon more minions. And if I'm correct, wherever it is, I think it's not here. I think it's lore. Yes, thorned minions. Oh, hey, I can increase your stuff. So I can, with the pet mastery down here, once we hit level 5, I can upgrade pet and minion damage, pet and minion armor, and decrease pet town travel time. So our pet will take less time to be in town and sell our items. But yeah, so once you hit level 5, we can also get Thorn minions, which 25% of damage reflected back on attacker for 10 seconds. And then there's also Burning Bind. Your minions are enraged, resulting in improved damage and attack speed. Increases all physical and elemental damage by 50% for 15 seconds. They also have 10% faster attack. So, in the future, that will be good if I have a lot of minions. The minions also are the spell, I believe it's in here, it's the battle, I believe. It's not here. It's not defensive. It's Charm Spell Mastery. Increase the level of Charm Magic. The Charm Magic is usually, I think you can actually charm enemies, and then also there are special minions in the spells. They usually use the Charm Spell as their, thing. So it'll increase the level of any charm spell. So if you have like a level 1 charm spell, you have that equipped or learned, then it'll technically be level 2. It'll be increased by 1 level dependent on how high the rank is. Also, if I'm correct, no. Everything has 10 levels to it. I believe to upgrade a single thing, I think you might need to be a higher level eventually to upgrade to a higher rank. I'm not sure. We're probably going to be doing a lot of grab one specific skill for a little bit, because we're going to hit level 4, and I'm probably going to get magic weapon expertise, and then I'll probably either get the pet mastery, or I'm going to get ice shock, because Ice Shock hurls a crystal that detonates with a chilling blast, freezing nearby foes. And that is a ranged ice attack. So I might go for that. Offensive spells are attack spells, which are usually spells that go in the spell location. You kind of already get most of this. Like, it is Diablo. I'm looking at the wrong map. It is Diablo. It is a way, like, less involved Diablo. It has way less, like, differences to it, but it's a very similar formula. Also, when you level up, you fully regenerate, you fully, revitalize. Uh-oh, I've been slowed down. Alright, as I said, we leveled up again, so, magic weapon expertise. Boom, more magic damage. Alright. Let's increase our defense up, our magic, our dexterity, and our strength. We will most likely eventually start going for defense and magic and dexterity, because our melee, I don't think it does unless we have, hold on. I already got that. Oh, also, you can change it, I believe here. No. I think in the next game, you can change it to where when you're in this menu, it'll pause in the next game. Let's move the short bow over. If we look at our character sheet, I believe... Okay, this does do poison damage, but it doesn't do physical damage, and this does ice damage. Okay. So it's a slow attack speed, and this is the slowest attack speed. Okay. Okay. More leather shoes. Most likely not as good. Throw that away. And by away, I mean to Leica. Yeah, so technically she's being forced onto this adventure by joining me. Is this the required path? This could be the required path. Back the other way! Hooray! I don't want to jinx too many things. Oh, hey, there's a dude here. Let's go save him. You fight! You fight! Fun fact, we will talk to that guy if we... Ah, it's a mimic! Die! Kill it with fire! I didn't use fire. Alright, is everything done? Hello, Brink.
Did Syl send you after me? She must have thought I was in over my head again. Well, she's right. These monsters are getting stronger and I could use your help. I'm going after the fiend that was attacking Syl on the bridge. Will you join me?
Sure. Can I decline it right now? I can. I'm assuming we'll go that way. I sure hope that means we have to go that way. Unfortunately, that makes me think that that is the required path now, and this is just a side shoot that'll give us some extra items. I sure hope so. There is a boss right there. So you can tell when a boss is nearby. Oh, good. That actually... that actually helped me. It just blew up all the enemies. Nice. Oh, great. One of these guys. These guys are bad in numbers. And that's how they spawn in, usually. Yeah, so that's why I'll usually... That's why I'll usually attack things from afar. Hey, look, a fishing hole. So, fishing minigame. It's literally this easy. So, it'll just keep opening and closing, and when there's a fish on the line, it'll close all the way. And you'll need to reel it in immediately. I caught a webfish, which I believe will temporarily turn you into... Transform into a spider for 120 seconds. I believe if we give that to Leica, she might eat it automatically. I think that happens in both the first and the second game. I don't know if you have to force it in the third game. I don't have the third game. Ooh, that immediately disappeared. Hopefully we can get something good. It's a mechanic in the game, I think. Because, if I'm correct, I think it's because the pet thinks it's a good idea to do it. So, like, if you give them, like, a defensive spell, if you give the pet a defensive spell, they will activate it pretty much every time they don't have it active. So they will keep reactivating it once they run out of it. Which is why, in my own personal playthrough, I gave my pet a defensive spell. Because it would keep reactivating it. And it had less resistances than I did at the time. And so I just slowly, muckfish, I think, will turn you into a specific thing. Oh, I think we got nothing because it just disappeared right then. I believe this fishing hole is infinite. I think there are specific... I know in the second game there are specific fishing holes that will disappear, but there are others that won't. I think these ones are permanent. Alright, Glooper Jelly, you turn into a gel. Batfish, Varklin, Muckfish, Pet Goblin Hound, Truffle Snout, Increased Magic Find, and Gold Find. That's actually a very good one. Might be good to keep that. Maybe use that when I'm looking for our stuff. I don't know if it means, like, you'll pick up more stuff, or if it has, like, an increased chance of finding magic and, food. Yeah, we just found a pair of unidentified boots. Even in caves, the boots find themselves around the place. I might give these fish to Leica. It might be good for her to change. I believe the pet stats will change if you do that. And your stats will change too, I think, if you eat it. But also, if she has it in her inventory when she goes to town, she will sell the items, I believe. Oh, it tricked me there. It didn't actually light up. It was just so close that I thought it was gonna do it. So by the time I clicked it, I was in... Ooh, Prismatic Moray. That's a different one. Increase critical hit chance and increase all elemental damage for 120 seconds. Increases all of it by 100%, meaning you deal essentially double damage. Double your elemental damage. That's actually a very good one. We'll keep this fishing hole in mind. I don't know the odds of finding stuff in a fishing hole. We should probably... Do I want to switch to a bow? My dexterity isn't that good. I'd probably rather have magical weapons. I know in my personal one, I went for melee and ranged, but I didn't go for the magic melee and ranged. So I did also focus on strength a lot. I think I'm going to change it up on this, because it feels like I probably should. Oh, this one has a socket item, so it has a 15% chance to reflect 50% of missile damage. I believe most magic is missile damage. Black flow, ember, electric damage, and electric resistant, depending on what you put it on. I'm sorry, Leica, I have to give you this leather vest, because I have a vest that's better. Let's see what these boots are. +3 poison resist and +5 defense attribute bonus. So problematically, I want that, but I will have less armor, but I will have a higher defense attribute boost. So it might work out in the end. Let's see what this ring is about. Holy electrical resistance. I'll take that. And then, unfortunately, do I keep this one, or well, I already have a lot. You know what? There, have a second ring. To be fair, I'm also wearing these random clothes found off of the body, like found in a cave. So you're not the only one being... being accosted by the disgustingness of these clothes. So to be fair. Okay. That will give me 5. Let's see our defense in comparison. Okay. So we gain 3 poison resist, and we gain 1 electrical resistance. But we lose 1 minimal defense absorbed, and we lose 2 maximum defense absorbed. So it's almost good. But the other problem is, if I want to be able to keep the stat boost, I would need to get an item that is better than this one. So that is the main problem with it, is that I would have to account for the lowered stats. I think I will take it. I still use, like, the buttons for quick opening, but I won't, like, swap weapons. I use the mouse to swap weapons and swap spells. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to swap to a different spell yet. Also, you can have different spells set on the different, active sets. So if I had a different spell, I could use a different one. Yeah, let's move that there, because we'll probably sell it anyway. We can socket that, which will probably get rid of this one eventually, because we'll get a better piece of equipment. We do have 1,000. We could go and do other stuff. Let's go over here. That is a rock troll. Oh no, this isn't the, I straight up missed. Wow. This isn't exactly the way forward. There's stairs down that way. Okay. Well, I think, I have no reason to send Leica to town right now, because I can just go to town myself. So I think I'll probably do that. Let me just go back here to, next to this guy, so I know what I do once I get back. So let's reopen our inventory, resummon a town portal. Also, whenever we go, I think in and out of the dungeon, I think we'll reset the inventory around here. So that will give us a skeleton, elemental protection 902, and fireball, which is an offensive spell. Elemental protection, which is a defensive spell, I believe. And summon skeleton, which is a charm spell. Yep, she doesn't have any of those. So we also have other items. We've got a fire wand. Let's go sell to the blacksmith.
Good day.
Let's sell all of this to the blacksmith first. I don't think I want to sell anything
I got
else.
things to do.
Do I give like a protection spell? I can't give her level 2 because we have to be level 7. I could get the skeletons. The summon skeleton will summon a skeleton warrior to fight alongside us. The elemental protection will buff like as elemental resistance, because I'll probably give it to her. And she'll use it automatically. As I believe, when you go back into the dungeon, I don't know if it's you have to change floors or you have to do something. I don't know the exact thing. Maybe there's like an amount of time inside the dungeon that it checks for, and then it'll rotate the shop and randomize the shops. I'm thinking either getting Summon Skeleton or Elemental Protection. Elemental Protection will be good for the future, but I don't know if she can use an offensive spell either. I know she can do the Elemental Protection. I've only seen her do the defensive spells, I think. I've only seen the pet do defensive spells. So I don't know if I want an extra minion or if I want Leica to have Elemental Protection. Because the only Elemental Protection she's getting is from the trinkets. Is from the amulet and rings. So I feel like her being able to buff her own with her own magic is good. So I will buy that. And then I can give that to Leica. Fish have different sell prices. I think it shows you the total amount for the entire stack, if it's a stack of items. So this truffle snout fish seems to be the best selling fodder because it sells for 25 each. So if we wasted our time doing that, we could probably get a good amount of stuff. But I think that's all I'm going to purchase unless I can afford something else in the blacksmith. Or wait, let's see if she has another wand I can buy. I don't think so. The only wands I can get are these lesser wands that don't have abilities, it seems. Yeah. I get a way better normal wand, but that requires level 6, and we're only level 4 right now. That'll deal a lot more damage, but it'll deal poison damage. I only have electrical resistance. Okay. So nothing on my damage gets boosted, so it doesn't matter what type of elemental damage I deal, it seems. I could go with a lot of things. Slowest. Order staff, average, slowest. Slowest. All of them are slowest. Okay. Well, that poison damage might be good. And I can get that discharge scepter, which will also give me extra damage. So I think I'm gonna go with grabbing this charge scepter and grabbing this painted focus as well as a secondary wand. And then probably I have a moldy staff. I could probably go just for the quarterstaff. I think I'll go for the quarterstaff because it does way more damage than this right now. And it's faster. So I'm gonna do that. Alright. Luckily, it's also stuff that can increase. Ooh, it also does ice damage. Is that different from both of these? It is. Good to know. Alright. And I don't think we can afford anything else. Probably not. Yep. Way out of my price range. Most, if not everything, is now out of my price range. And then we're going to deposit these embers as well. And we'll just put these into Leica's inventory. And I'll put this into Leica's inventory. And then... yeah, so now she will automatically activate that spell. She has her own mana amount, and it will last for a certain amount of time. We will slowly be upgrading her other stats.
Did Syl send you after me?
Alright.
She must have thought I was in over my head again. Well, she's right. These monsters are getting stronger, and I could use your help. I'm going after the fiend that was attacking Syl on the bridge. Will you join me?
Yes, I will. Just give me a moment. I forgot I needed to charge this device. Hello, notifications. Would you please not right now? That'd be great. Sorry. I'm getting rid of my notifications right now. Some of them, not all of them. Alright. Let's see here. Yes, I would like to accept. Oh, he has joined us. Oh, I think that means he'll literally... he could have helped us this entire time, and because I didn't want him to join me, he didn't join me. So that means he gets to do nothing on this floor. Of course. We go back to that fishing hole, getting more fish. That'd be cool. Alright, well, down the stairs. Down to floor 3. Hello, Ratman. Oh, hey! He got a fireball. That actually, I will be honest with you. It is extremely rare for enemies to drop spells. It is extremely rare for enemies to drop spells. Also, you only have 4 spell slots, whereas your animal has 2. Let's see what this is. Do not worry too much. You will get a lot of armor over the course of the game. And you will get a lot of identify scrolls. And if you're lucky, you'll actually get an identify spell. Which means you won't have to use the scrolls, which means you'll be able to just sell the scrolls. Hey, this is still slockable, but I gained 2 extra magic attributes. Which is cool. We'll swap over our, items later. Oh yeah, electric will bounce off of walls, poison will hit directly. It'll also bounce off of enemies. Ow, it straight up missed. Oh, it bounced. Oh, there's a thing there. Of course, that was explosive. Oh yeah, sometimes there's a... I see you there. Sometimes there's skeletons inside of things. Oh, we need a heal soon. That is a scooter.
Gained a level.
We have gained a level. That all? Seems to be all there. Alright. And we get to do more stuff. Alright. Now let's see. We have a lot of options. So we can go with martial weapon expertise. We can go with Ember Shield. We can... I believe that is a spell we have to use. So... that is a class spell that we activate. Or does it? Nope, yep, we do. Because it's a mana cost. So that'll give us 140 points of damage absorption and 100% knockback resistance. Or we can increase our melee weapons. Or we could get Amber Shock. Or we could get Thorned Minions. Or we could get Pet Mastery, which is a very good one. I'll probably go for Pet Mastery. And then I'll probably get Ice Shock. Let's go with Pet Mastery. And then let's go with 2 magic up this time because we already have a lot of defense. Dexterity and strength. Our defense is currently quite high. Alright. Let's go reading around the area. There's a barrel. There's a barrel. There's an enemy. More enemies. I think we're missing a minion. I think our minion died. Which doubly sucks because our friend here doesn't always do stuff. Hey, it's the Marcus here. That was a TNT barrel, it seems. Is this literally an alternate direction to find you? You, Midge! Uh-oh. We got very close. And he's gone. So it didn't matter. Nope, that was literally just like right there. Alright, what did we get? So, we did kill a dude. I think you get fame for killing bosses as well. Hi, gloves. Oh, let's see here. You put that away, that away, that away. That is a rifle. Leather tunic. Boots are technically better, but I don't want them. Not better, and... gloves go right here. So these are gloves. That's an unidentified helmet. And that's unidentified gloves. Let us see the helmet. That's better than one I have. So it is now mine. Alright. Let's see the gloves. The better gloves. 3 mana, ice resistance. I didn't have any anyway. So, we're taking that, and we're putting that... I pressed the wrong button. Shame on me. Alright, putting that over there, and then we have nothing else to move around. Hold on, I'm being stupid and scratching my eye. That was a dead end, so we go this way. We have to go over here. TNT barrel. Use our magic. Step away from this guy. Do you still have a minion? A mysterious rifle. I don't think we have a minion. So let's summon a new one. Let's look at this mysterious rifle. I have a sneaking suspicion. We also should probably go back to town soon. But let's check out this rifle first. Boltington's Repeater. It has the fastest attack speed. It does 20% critical damage, 25 knockback, 5 health stolen, 20% pet and minion speed, and 2% increase experience gain. That is not bad. It has fast speed, so it technically does more damage per second, but when dual wielding one-handed weapons, you tend to deal about the same damage overall. Like, whatever your base damage is, combine it with your other one, and you deal that much damage. And if they're the same speed, then you deal that much damage combined with the other weapon. But if it's a singular weapon, then it's just the speed of the weapon. So I think technically these wands are faster, and I'll deal more damage anyway because of dexterity. Maybe I'll hold on to that for my Vanquisher in my personal file. But we did complete a quest, so we should probably go back and do that real quick. Drop that off. Yep, see? Yep, we only did a thing for him. So he's gonna give us this. Over there, slaying that horrible fat creature, Varksteer. I can see it in your eyes. As soon as you approach, I can imagine the battle now. It will make a fine ballad. Well, the beginning one, at least. I think this collaboration may be a boon between us. And we get all electrical damage increased. With more armor. But no socket and no magic attribute. And we gain another one. Slay this fiend, and they shall sing of your glory through the ages. Of course, we will know that your fame is truly due to my skill in crafting the verse, but I am not the one to brag. Blood Drinker, the Overlord, awaits you in his floor 5 lair. I already have the tale of your battle half written, and so far you appear to be winning. Don't disappoint me. Low likelihood of that. We gained enough fame to level up in fame, so we can use another spell. That's mainly how you're gonna increase, like, your actual spells. Won't just be due to leveling up. You will also get this, so we can upgrade an extra thing now. Yep, as I can see, yep, we need an extra level in order to get to the next level. Ember Shield, Martial Weapon, Ember Shock, Thorned Minions, which gives me thing I'll probably put here. Critical Strikes is good. Let's go with Ice Shock. So now we have a new spell, Ice Shock, which we will... Oh, no. In the next game, we'll have an extra weapon. In the weapon set, there will be ones so they can actually have separate spells on these. But you can still, I believe, use the hotbar. Anywho, we have a new spell that we can use, which is Ice Shock. A good one. Alright, I want to go to the shared stash, and I want to drop this off, and also, we can wear the belt, which goes right here. We gain a lot of good things, so to be honest, even if this is a shared item, it was a very good shared item. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to use it here. Let's put that there, and let's put this gun in its place. What's the next thing we'll be able to use? That, if we go to that. Let's level 3, level 23, level 21, level 17, level 23, level 32, level 25, level 14, level 18, level 21, level 18, level 20. Yeah, most of these aren't for us. Alright. Usually, I just sell stuff. I'm gonna sell this because I'd rather have the magic attribute bonus. I don't know if it sells differently if you go to a specific place. Alright. We have 914 again. We don't got the dude here. Child still exists. I don't think we didn't get any new those. There's a low likelihood, but let's see what's in here. We've got frost, which we can buy, and we still can't afford skeletons. I also have embers we can purchase, which are all cracked life. Health, health, mana, defense attribute, faster cast speed. These are the map scrolls which show different places. It'll essentially summon a random dungeon that you can go through and, like, you know, fight more monsters in. I don't think I'll care enough to go through these. Bye. Let's just go back to the adventure at hand and return to the dungeon. Back to adventure! It's one of these. Sounds like a perfect time to use that. That worked extremely well. Alright. See, what a surprise. Nope, that won't be good. Non-magic items also don't have any of these bonuses, as you see. Ah, perfect time for this. Again. Oh, good. Fill up performance table, except we can't go there to do it. Yes. There's the pattern. We murdered a jelly. We found a spell! Heal self. Heals the caster. I don't exactly remember how much it heals, but we could still sell that. Wood hammer, I don't care enough about. Gauntlet, probably. Let's see. Gauntlet gives me mana and electrical resistance, but also gives me even more defense. But I lose 1 armor. But I gain. But this item can have 2 socketables in it. That does give me more defense, which will technically increase my defense at the cost of 1 armor. I think I'll go with that. Even though I lose that ice resistance, I'll take it. Alright, put that away, because I don't need that, I don't need that. I think we just keep going this way. It looks like. Yeah. I love trying to attack an enemy only to just stare at it forever. Eventually, certain minions, I think, will teleport back to you. I have a sneaking suspicion that these both connect to each other. I have a sneaking suspicion, but am I going to follow this suspicion? Is the question. I mean, it looks like it connects up pretty well. Oh, also, I believe if you hold shift on an object, you can go and have your pet pick it up. If it's gold, it'll go to your inventory. If it's actually a item, it'll go to your inventory instead. I tried to step away, but I was too close to step away. You saw it. You saw it. I tried. I actually tried this time. Alright, we are now level 6. Do I want Thorn minions? Do I upgrade my ally? Do I get the Ember Shield? All of these are good. Do I get critical strikes? Do I go for more damage? So many options. This upgrade just costs more mana and deals more damage. This gives me less requirements on magic weapons. This will give me critical strikes. This will increase the ice damage and increase the freeze. And increase the mana cost. This will decrease the mana cost and give me 2. This will increase all of those, which is also good, and that'll give me a new spell. This will 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 give me more armor. Contemplating. I think I'll go with get an extra minion. Alright, now look into these. I think we're gonna go with magic, strength, dexterity, and a point in defense. I pressed the wrong button and used the spell. We already have a nether imp, but we can summon another. Ready, spell. I did it. I got rid of him. Oh, hello, boss. Get over here. Oh no. We've acquired too many. I see. So helpful. What's our quest? Floor 5, we're only on floor 3, and go to the necropolis, which we are not in. I think we'll find a place called the necropolis, and then once we complete this, we'll gain a mysterious map scroll, which will take us to a random dungeon. Which we should be able to do. It appears we go down the stairs. We went down the stairs. I like how the pet teleported past the door. Uh-oh.
Now I have you. What have you done with Ulrich?
I am here, Brink. I sent for Syl, but I don't recall inviting you or your friend. You may still prove useful, however. Still.
Uh-oh. It does appear to be a problem. Uh-oh. I see.
Brink, no! What has happened? Alas, my friend.
Oh. It appears a delivery has been made. I will have to deal with that momentarily if it's not already dealt with.
You say this is Ulrich's doing? Then his summons was a trap. But why? The corruption here must have overwhelmed his mind. I can't believe it's so powerful. Yes, yes. I see it's touched you as well. Light is spreading through you, and if we don't find a way to stop it, you'll meet the same fate as Brink. I'm sorry I brought you into this. I'll do my best to cure you. Meet me in Torchlight, and I'll tell you my plan.
Nice.
You have gained a task.
Hey, look at chest. More stuff. Me. If I'm correct, if I'm correct, we should be close to something. That was trapped! That was also trapped! The audacity! Yep. This is a warp to town. Alright, let's see. We can put... Ooh. Why am I getting a phone call? Permanently increases defense by 2. Saber is a sword. Don't care enough about that. Oh yeah, we're now out of inventory space. So I say we try and see what this is all about. Unfortunately, not a magic attribute bonus, but a strength attribute bonus is still good. Nah, I'm gonna keep what I have. Luckily, we just go to town. So this is that waypoint portal we saw earlier. Yes, you have the thing we have to do.
I'm a bit overwhelmed, friend. Brink is dead, my master is lost, and I feel responsible for your corruption as well. Somehow the blighted ember is fusing with your flesh, changing it. But at least the progress is slow. I have some knowledge of the crypts below the mine. The Overseer experimented with methods of purifying amber. You may be able to use his knowledge to purge the corruption from you now. Find the Overseer's library. His notes should be there.
Alright, I missed everything. Anything else? Just go and check what items we can get. But first, we have things to sell. Like you. We can inspect you. But we can sell pretty much everything else. You know what? Let us identify this. And it didn't have magic on it. Of course.
I got things to do.
We have more gold. Did we get any embers? I think we did. Alright, let's check out the gem seller. What you got for me? A flaming sword, retribution. Believe that's a defensive magic. Summon flaming sword, that summons a flaming sword. Elemental protection, that's a thing I can get for myself. I'm thinking that flaming sword is pretty good. Enchanted. Not high enough level 4. That gives me dexterity and 3 mana. Increased gold fine, mana, ice resistance, cracked ember, cold ember, cracked eyeball, core ember. Increased experience find and gold find. Poison resist. Increased poison damage. Defense attribute. Increased experience gain and faster cast speed. What is this? That costs that much. That'll leave me with about 1200. But I'll get another minion to assist me. But I'll have to keep reapplying the assistance. I can't even get these. Gold find and experience find. This gives fast speed. And these have 2 sockets. That also increases the reason to get these. Because I can apply whatever I want to these. This one costs 13. I could almost afford that. If I sell one of my spells, maybe. Heal Self isn't really as useful as Heal, like, all. So I'm probably going to sell this. Now that'll give me even closer money. So I could probably get both of these. Yeah, that's how math works. So if you hold shift, you can just buy it immediately. And now I can equip a necklace and equip a ring. And now I can afford literally nothing else. I still have the Fireball spell, so I can still learn Fireball.
Bye-bye.
We don't have anything that we can combine yet. Faster cast speed. Low Ember, all of those are pretty low. But also importantly, we have this guy. Now you may be wondering, who is this guy? What does he do? Why haven't I moved all of these down to the bottom? I didn't think that far ahead. Well, I have another spell. I do not. Well, if we talk to Hatch,
Hail!
ooh, he'll give us a free flaming sword and give us some big health potions. Hey there, stranger. Welcome to Torchlight. I'm Hatch, richest man in town. Well, that's my plan anyway. I haven't worked out all the details yet, but the key is this here wand. It opens a portal to one particular spot, and I'm sure it must be full of treasure. Problem is, it's also full of monsters, so I can't have a look for myself. If you can handle the monsters and bring me the best treasure you find in there, you can keep any golden weapons for yourself. Be careful, though. I don't think any other portals will work in here. What do you say? So, if we go into here, we cannot use a portal back to town. Although, I think, weirdly, I believe we can send our dog back. Well, I don't know. I don't know how the dog leaves. Alright, so this portal, it doesn't say. Usually, it is of a certain level by the time you get to it. He usually will summon another one. Let's see. I believe we can go in here whenever we want. Level 5. So, this isn't too bad. We should be able to handle this. We should be able to handle this just fine. A mimic! Another one! Let's see what we've got already. That's a polearm. I forget. Does that count? I don't think that counts. It might be a stave. Nope, it's a polearm. Okay. So staves are stabs and wands. Polearm is a part of martial weapons. They're usually two-handed. And then we have ranged weapons, which is everything else that isn't a wand. Alright, back to this. We got immediately more embers, cracked cores, cold and fire. Good to know. No, I won't be using you. I will look at what you are. You are better. You have at average attack speed. But instead of ice damage, you deal electrical damage. But you have a bonus of 5 fire. Oh yeah, if you want to equip a weapon, you right-click it. So I think it's the same for anything that is in a certain slot. You will equip it in the slot that it can go into. You know what? Let's see what this gives. 3 electrical plus 3 mana. That is not better than this. That only gives those. I wouldn't replace with that. So let's get rid of that. Alright. Back to fighting everything. Oh, hello. I'm missing a friend. Let us alleviate that. What did I pick up immediately? A mace, which we already know of. A scimitar, we already know of. Ooh, a chest armor. Let's look at that. No magic attribute, not socketable, but way more armor. It might be a smarter option, but I do like the I usually try and keep an item, like if it has an attribute bonus, I usually try and go for the same attribute bonus. It's just kind of how I go with these. Oh my. Ooh, I critted. Nice.
I've gained fame.
All right. You know what I should probably do? Get one of these upgrades. Not martial weapon. Armor might be a good idea. Ember shield, I'd have to use that once it runs out. I can increase that or get thorn minions or upgrade like I can upgrade ice shock and ember bolt. Increasing mana cost, increasing damage. Or I could increase damage and increase that. Or give me less requirements. Less requirements might be a good idea too. Actually, I think I'll upgrade this attack. And we leveled up. So we get to look at everything again. Try and figure out what we want to upgrade. Thorned minions is good because we get reflection of damage. But Pet Mastery is still very good, so I think I'm going to go with Pet Mastery. And then increase magic, increase defense by 1, and increase everything else by 1. And let's see what we've been acquiring. A whole lot of hoopla. That over.
You have completed a quest.
Oh, I guess we just go through the portal now, huh? Alright, and we talk to him. Book his book, do that. And he has another quest. Although, if I recall, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. This one looks promising. There's a raw gem in some forgotten nook below us. I bet I can sell one of those for a king's ransom. Well, part of one anyway. Open the portal, and if you can find the gem, bring it back for your share of the profit. Sure.
You have gained.
Let's look at what he gave us again. He gave us the spell Summon Flaming Swords, which sounds like a good idea. That'll give us a flaming sword to add to our repertoire. So, now I can add that to here, and I can summon a flaming sword. But I think I'm gonna go over here to our inventory, get a couple of these gems, and do a little bit of transmutation.
Fortune is kind.
Now we have a dull core cold ember.
Fortune is kind to you.
And a dull fire ember.
Bye-bye.
Increasing the power on those. Which is 9. So now it has 6 ice damage or 6 ice resist depending on what you put it on, and 6 fire damage and 6 fire resist depending on what you put it on. But he has another portal for us to go to now. I hope this isn't too difficult for us to do. We will see. Level 6s. Placement is very key.
You have triggered a trap.
Nope. And technically,
I'm overburdened.
oh. Well, if I'm correct,
Your pet has departed.
your pet has departed. So now we don't have like for that amount of time. I think it's also based on how many items you have. So if it's full inventory, it's like this. We can't open our pet inventory now until she returns. So it is now just us again. It is now us alone here. Wrong button anyway.
Your pet has returned.
And she has returned with the money. So now we can go back to overburdening her. Of course. Alright, I'm starting to think that this is the way forward, and not the way to more loot. So it is time to go back this way. And open this door. See, I told you, more loot. Alright. Back to going in the correct direction. I see. Alright, let's see here. Deals one more poison damage. Literally one more poison damage. That is kind of funny, to be honest. That deals 11... Oh. It deals even more poison damage. Well then. Ooh, unidentified stuff. 4 poison, 1 strength. No, not 1 strength, 2 strength. But I lose electrical defense. Electrical resistance. I see. What about this? 2 magic attribute bonus, but that gives 2 dexterity bonus, 2 plus armor, 3 damage reflected. That's just way better. I already have enough magic to equip all this stuff. So it won't hurt my current equipment. I'll gain dexterity, which will increase my range damage, but not as much as whatchamacallit. Let's move that over. I could technically get that magic attribute bonus back in the future. I'll take it. And now we go downstairs.
You have completed the task.
Let's go back and see what's up here. Oh, it's just the stairs. Okay, so there was nothing up here. I thought there might be something, but there wasn't. Alrighty. Oh my, it appears to be 4, and I immediately used a spell I didn't want to use. Good to know. Ooh, it looks like we've got a couple of murderous things. These idiots are stuck.
You have gained in experience.
More abilities, and it actually tells us our spells from here as well. We cannot upgrade them, I believe. I don't think we can. Unless we can. Ember Shock could be good. Critical Strikes would be useful. We can already go up again with Pet Mastery. And we can level up minions again. At level 10, we'll be able to get the Alchemical Golem. 150 free. You know what? Maybe I will go for this. Go for the Ember Shield. Let's go with this. Maybe I'll go for Ember Shield next, but I'll get armor there. Alright. And then we have more weapons. Raw gem. These are here. See what this ring has. Faster speed, electrical resistance. You know what? I'll keep the electrical resistance. And raw gem is the quest item. Alright, and we've got the portal leading back.
Hi there.
Talk to him. Looks different than I thought it would, but I think you're right. Here's your reward partner. There's plenty more where that came from. Except he doesn't actually have another one, which is actually surprising. Now we'll get the Ember Shield, allowing us to get a new spell, which will give us Ember Shield. Which I've already told you what it does. That'll be a good one. And we can't even use this. And it's actually worse than what we already had. Wow. Anywho, I feel like it might be a good idea. I'm not sure. We should probably put these potions away for now, because I don't know when we'll actually start getting these big these big potions. Once we do, we can sell off all these, because we won't need them anymore. Let's go sell everything we've got, and then go think from there, because we did get a good amount of stuff. I think his inventory will increase. I'm not sure if it just replaces another item we've already bought.
Hiya.
What do you got? We've got archers. We've got identify spell, which I told you of. I am 1,000 away from that. We have Fireball 1 and Fireball 2. Fish, it wouldn't matter to sell. I mean, we can't get enough to get that identify spell, which would still be a good spell. Let's look at other things. Damage or armor straight, damage or armor straight. Defense boost. Ice and electrical, we can put that on there. Ice damage. We could get summon archers where we could summon archers. That would be fun. Get even more minions. We could get fireball level 2, casting a better fireball. And we could sell fireball 1. Hopefully if we get another identify spell, I could get that. I would 100% get that. That would be a 100% grab it type of item. But otherwise, it sucks that we currently can't get that.
Goodbye.
And then as I said over here, this guy will roll the dice.
Hey friend, you feeling a
Full
little lucky?
on gambling. So there's a lot of prices to these. And the price doesn't exactly dictate how good the item is. Although, I don't know. I think it does dictate it, but there's still a chance of, you know, gambling and failing. So there's a catch-22 to this. I don't think right now we really have the money to do it, so I'm not gonna do it right now. Alright. That does mean now we get to go and teleport and continue on with the story now. Down to the Dark Chamber, which is right where we left off. Alright, let's see.
The miners chip their way down through the rock, unaware of the tombs below. When they finally break through, I hope they are wise enough to flee, collapsing their tunnels behind them. This vault was rightly sealed. It was an experiment as ill-fated as my own. Their ancestors are animated not with life, but with the same dark energy that flows through the ember veins. Separating out the vileness is impossible. Immortality lies forever beyond our reach. I was a fool to think otherwise.
Damn. Anyway. Tomb of the Awakened, eh? Ah yes, so a buckler that actually has a chance of blocking. It's one of those actual like armor pieces that has a chance of doing stuff. Anyway, I should probably equip this and activate this. I see. So that's all that did. Although, it does upgrade your stuff. Sure. I would assume it lasts until all the energy is absorbed. Would be my guess. Oh yeah, there was a thing we just did. Let's travel back to town. Because we unlocked a couple things, actually, it looks like.
Watch your back.
We...
Oh, you look quite lyrical.
Slave Blood Drinker is no more. Alright, we get more fame, and we get another quest.
You have begun a new quest.
What did we get from that? Equipment that I don't want. Okay.
Hiya.
We do have more money for spells. We've got Frost, we've got Heal Stealth, Haste, which is increased movement, Silence, which silences enemies within 6 meters, Heal All, level 2, Summon Archers, level 2, Haste 2, and Elemental Protection 2, which would upgrade Leica's. Heal All is a Heal All spell, so we get to heal all. So I can keep my minions from dying. But then I can't afford pretty much anything else. Dang. So it's either I assist my allies or I only assist one ally. Huh. I can afford to get both of these for Leica. That'll do that. And then next I'll get a heal all.
Bye.
And then I can control left click. Learn that for you. Learn that for you. So now she activates haste and elemental protection, which is good.
Well, hello.
And Hatch has, this one looks promising. There's a soul-boned alacrity in some forgotten nook below us. I bet I can sell one of those for a king's ransom. Well, part of one anyway. Hold the portal if you can find the soul-boned phylactery. Bring it back for your share of the profit. Sure, if it's not too high level compared to me. It is not, it is level 7, which I am above. Of course, something was close enough for it. Hmm. Really? Ooh, in a Shrine of Enchantment, you can upgrade a weapon. Deals less damage, so no. Deals more damage. Alright, let's go with that. And then... will we roll something better than this? No. Of course not. Why would we? And as I said, we can level up anything. So say we can upgrade this Tainted Focus. Disenchant effect 1.
Fortune frowns.
But nothing happened. Great. So it literally did nothing. Damn. Mm-mm. Alright. We're up another level. Which means more increases to more stats. Thorn Minions is a good ability. I think I'll go with that. Ah, control! You hold control. That gets rid of it. Okay, I think I will go with Thorn Minions. And I'll learn it there because I don't have anything right now else. Oh, yeah, increase magic twice, defense once, strength and dexterity. Very, simple I am being with, my level ups. It's a trap.
has been sprung.
My pack is full.
I see.
Your pet has departed.
I see. I don't know how much more I have in me. I do not know how much more I have in me. Oh. We will see.
A trap has been sprung.
I am contemplating ending stream soon. Not sure though. Hmm. Hmm.
Quest complete.
Alright.
Well,
Go
hello.
completing his. Looks different than I thought it would. I think you're right. Use your reward partner. Explain more where that came from. Magic find magic cast, faster cast, increased experience gain. Rigid staff does less damage. Unidentified ring, 1 dexterity, 2 increased experience. Meh. Unidentified boots. Please.
I can't do that.
Defense. Nope. Faster movement though. Magic attributes. Electrical resist, electrical resist, electrical resist. Electrical resist. And then -9 electrical resist there. You know what? Error. Identify this as strength. Error.
Hello there! Watch your back!
Hiya.
35,000 again. Silence. Summon skeleton. Haste 1. Summon skeleton level 3. I can't use it yet. Fireball level 2. For magic attribute, 1 level to the dual wielding skill, which isn't common on an item. There's a thing that'll give us health recovery and strength attribute. Level the charm spell and a socket. Nah. And I can only get normal skeleton because I can't use this yet. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll hold off
See you later.
on that. And I'm thinking about calling it fairly soon. I think I'll do it when it's 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I would have been actually playing the game for about 3 hours.
Experience.
And now we have more spells. More upgrades. Hooray. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I do usually get tired pretty quickly in streams. Go with our table of magic, and then defense, dexterity, and strength. Let's see what I want to get, because I can get infused, which will increase damage. Defensive spell mastery, which will lower defensive spells. Summon alchemical. Charm spell will increase charm spell levels. Or I could get adventurer, which will give me more fame, more experience, and better potion effectiveness. Ember lightning, which will cast a ball of energy, and then offensive spells will give an increase to offensive spells. I feel like probably go with the golem. Golem is pretty good. See. Ah, it was a secret. A secret bridge.
Quest complete.
Great, a reason to teleport back to town. Oh, are you joking? It is kind of hilarious, to be honest. Nope. Well, we do have a lot of them, so we can do it super quick. Go over to the guy get our item and then get a new
What
one.
can I do for you? Hello there.
Fuel gives us another vein running through water. I've read that. It can result in shimmering ember, but I've never seen it. Actually seen the thing for myself. Seen such a thing. You'll keep an eye out for it, won't you? I'll continue my research in your absence.
You have begun
Shimmering
a new
deep,
quest.
and then we also gained a mysterious map scroll to a lost dungeon. Great! So we get another dungeon. No, I think that's it for me for today. I think that'll be it for me for today. If I'm correct, the game will autosave, so I think it autosaved during that. Alrighty. But I am thinking I am done for now. It was a fun time, though. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I think I messed everything up. There we go. I'm thinking that I'm good for right now. I don't care. And then I'll go and look into... Oh, well that was fast. Guess I immediately looked into that. I don't know what we want to do. I don't think I'm gonna raid into anybody. At least this time. But again, I did have fun. It was a fun time. I'm surprised it didn't immediately mute. That's actually kind of weird. But no, I think it's time I end the stream. I will most likely be doing them Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Of course, there's barking. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. To the best of my ability. Dog's buffing. Probably at someone. Pretty high likelihood. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next time we'll do pretty much the same amount of time, maybe a little bit extra, hopefully. And it'll be a lot of fun. So I will be ending it there. I'll have to go and get the VOD once it's empty. Alrighty. Bye-bye.